Named Tillis, Ismail Tillis, the brother of Quick Tillis. Let's meet these two now with Michael Buffer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the welterweight division. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds. The man in charge of this contest, referee Richard Steele. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with white trim. He weighed in at an even 145 pounds from Tulsa, Oklahoma. His professional record, he's 2-1 with a KO to his credit. Let's hear it for Ismail Tillis. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with white and blue trim. He weighed in at 146½ pounds. He's originally from Colorado Springs, Colorado, but now living and fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Undefeated as a professional, 9-0, all 9 victories by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Saigon's Skipper Kelp.
All right, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. Caution you again, obey my commands at all times. Waistband is high, and yours also is a little high. But watch your low blows, okay? Shake hands and good luck.
Here is a look at Ismail Tillis. No nickname, just call him Ismail. And Skipper Kelp in the other corner. Skipper with a pro style as an amateur. He feels much more effective as a professional. Undefeated, all knockouts, hasn't really been tested. Could get tested tonight. If confidence wins fights, then Tillis should be competitive.
He was extremely confident when we talked to him this morning at the age of 28, getting a late start in his pro career.
Left hand right out of the box for Kelp on Tillis' chin.
He is known for that. Skipper Kelp starts very, very fast, and he does have a very powerful left hook. Of course, the rap on Skipper has been his defense, which in some cases has not been stellar, but he's worked very hard on it. And he feels like he's improving because he's got Kenny Adams working with him, and also Donald Curry's his manager, a guy who knows a little something about the sport.
That's what he talks about more than anything else, and what he feels he's learning more than anything else is defense. Came with a right-hand lead that time. Tillis at 28 years old, just getting started in his professional career. He's 2-1, but he said, forget about that other loss. He said, I just wasn't ready to fight. That's the guy named Enoch Johnson in Chicago.
The jab, the Tillis clan is known for its good jab, isn't it?
Tillis got a quick right hand in there, too, that caused Kelp to blink, if nothing else.
He went to community college, Oklahoma Junior College, and that also accounted for some of his late start, Tillis' late start in boxing. He said, I went to get my degree, got a business degree, and I said, then I was ready to get serious about boxing.
Good left hand again by Kelp. No question who the harder puncher is here. Tillis leaves himself for the right hand. A hit of the left there. He is there for a right hand.
Kelp landing the right over kind of a lazy jab by Tillis. It's an interesting combination by Kelp, an uppercut and then the left hook after.
Left hand there by Kelp drives Tillis off of him. Pretty good first round by Skipper Kelp.
You know, the interesting thing about Skipper Kelp, where he defines the term puncher. He throws combinations, but they're 2-punch, 3-punch combinations designed to take you out.
Yep.
And they're all 3 strong punches.
Very heavy-handed puncher.
Yeah.
And there again, he's another one of those fighters that typified by Mike Tyson, whose punches even sound different.
It's true. Of course, they're working on refining his technique. There you see feinting, throwing the jab to the belly, all things that are designed to set up the big punch. And if you have the big punch, why not? It's like a baseball team. If you got the big home run hitters, you want to get them up with men on base. You don't want to be stealing bases.
It's a slip and a knockdown there. So we come to the end of the first round. A good first round for Skipper Kelp, and Tillis will have to get a little bit busier.
That should be a terrific football game.
This guy played a little football too. Was a quarterback on his high school team. Skipper Kelp.
In Colorado, did quite well. He was all conference, I think. to make Tillis come to him now.
Left hand might have got Tillis' attention.
Well, Ismail Tillis really keeps his hands very low, Barry.
He does.
Going to be a big problem for him in this fight and in general.
Punches in the first round, as you can see. Not a lot of punches thrown, but Kelp was pretty effective.
Well, anytime you're hovering around the 50% area, of course, it's quite good. As people that watch each week and look at our punch profile know.
Don't hold it.
Left hand again by Kelp.
Tillis came with a real sneaky right hand there that maybe was his best punch so far in the bout. Kelp trying to set up the right hand with his jab, didn't quite get there.
Go to the corner.
A little loose tape on the glove. Actually, it's a cord on the glove of part of the laces of Skipper Kelp's right hand. And we're back in. That right hand missed.
Tillis has a real problem with his balance. When he gets hit, he always gets knocked off balance. His left hand. That was kind of a throwback to the amateur days of Skipper Kelp. Yeah, it was. There's a good hook, and we remember him, don't we? At the in fact, last Olympic Festival, which he lost, his punches were very wide and looping and not very disciplined. But he's improved on that.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's turning his punches over a lot more now.
Won the National Golden Gloves title once or twice as an amateur. See him slipping punches, doing a better job. Ismail Tillis is starting to throw more, and that's good for him. He is getting off better with his punches, so he has at least a shot here. He was so tentative in that first round.
Tillis seems to be a guy who relies on his legs more than he does on his hands. Come to the end of the second round, and the story of the second round pretty much what it was in the first. We start the third round, and Tillis will have to get busy here. 6-round fight.
You mentioned that Skipper Kelp was a quarterback in high school. Well, Ismail Tillis was a cornerback, and this fight has pretty much gone that way. Skipper Kelp throwing and Ismail Tillis intercepting.
That's exactly right. Tillis with a right hand there, and that did back Kelp up. He does have kind of a sneaky right hand that he has gotten there with on a couple of occasions.
Kelp doing a little more boxing here, if you will, moving backwards.
And really heeding the advice of his corner between rounds, Kenny Adams, exhorting him to throw the jab, do everything off the jab. That was a left hand. This is a 6-round fight. Skipper Kelp, Ismail Tillis. There are welterweights. Both fighters on the way up. Kelp with a 9-0 record, and Tillis with a bit of a misleading 2-1 record. He's started his career late. Had about 50 amateur fights, but he said, by his own admission, he didn't take them too seriously. In fact, he said that's one of the reasons he didn't get started fighting until later, was he didn't want to do it unless he felt he could give it the dedication that it deserved.
Traveled around with his brother, James Quick Tillis, and saw a lot of what went on in boxing, and decided at this age that he wanted to take a stab at it. Skipper Kelp has subtly changed here in the last round or two. He has gotten a little wilder with his punches. He is loading up even more and not throwing the combinations he was before. So he's loading up with the left hand.
Right, time.
Appears to be a cut.
I didn't see it happen. It happened as a result of a butt. If headbutt is right, you just heard Richard Steele say that, accidental headbutt. And it's a cut that's going to stop the fight. It is a nasty cut, a very nasty cut. So this fight is over, the result of an accidental headbutt. Let's take another look at it.
You see the clash of heads here. Oh yeah, there's no question, and Richard Steele was right on top of it. And we have not reached the halfway point in this bout, so I presume this would be a technical draw. I believe we have to get to the halfway point.
That's what I think the rule is.
To have them go back to the scorecards. We have not reached that point.
This is a 6-round fight, so we would have had to have completed this round.
Yeah, so presumably this should be a technical, well, no decision.
Let's find out. Michael Buffer with the official verdict here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a quick stop to this bout because of a laceration suffered by skipper Kelp. Referee Richard Steele has to stop the bout. There was an unintentional headbutt. Therefore, since 3 rounds were not completed under the rules of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, this bout is a technical draw.
Right. So a technical draw in a fight that, for all intent, skipper Kelp was on the way to winning. And you have an idea that these two might tee it up again. Still a lot more